All right. So, Bob, as you know, I have been chatting with practitioners in the generative leadership world about what practices inside this body of work have been the most meaningful and stabilizing to them. And one of the conversations I recently had was with Maria, who's a coaching consultant in Latin America. And she told me that after her training with you, that her study group continues to meet to this day, even though the formal course has wrapped. And she said that this has been a stabilizing force
Yeah.
for her work, and the other people in the group. And I'm here with you now because I want to take this deeper. I want to know, like, what is it about being in community that matters to us as humans and as leaders?
Beautiful. What a great question. So first of all, let me just acknowledge this existence of a study group uh, over a long period of time. We have study groups who started with our programs that have gone for over 20 years. And the reason they do that, I mean, they could go play golf together, or they could have other ways to socializing. But there's something about the conversations we learn in the generative tradition that go to the very core of this is about my life. This is not just about technique or professionalism or learning some stuff. This is actually a conversation of how am I seeing my world? What's going on with me? What could I do different with the challenges showing up or the opportunities that are showing up? And when you have people who know how to have those conversations, you want to have them. You want to be traveling into your future with people like that. And those conversations are actually the conversations that we have learned are the conversations of leadership.
Hmm.
You want to do that with your team. You want to do that with your colleagues. And we often have people say, oh my God, this has changed my marriage. This has changed my relationship with my children. This has changed my relationship with my partners. And this is a demonstration of both the power of what we call generative leadership and the blindness in our culture that how many groups do you belong to that you say I want to be talking to them every week for the rest of my life? And so there's something about the power of the right questions, the right conversation, the right perspective that is not part of our cultural common sense. This is the uncommon common sense of generative leadership. And it is about leadership, it is about action, it is about results, but it's mostly about you as a human being in a life journey, in an action journey, in a learning journey of what are you creating, why are you creating it, and how do you create value, satisfaction, and meaning for yourself and others along the way. So that would be my first commentary on and we probably have about a dozen teams that report they continue after the program because they found the power of having colleagues who can think with them, who can address problems, and not just be hanging out or throwing opinions around, but actually getting into what can we really do here that would make a difference. That's it. How was that?